Welcome in, everybody. Ivan here. We're back with a little more scissor cutting. What we want to talk about today is taking scissor over comb past the curve of the head, past the parietal ridge, and up into the top of the head for really great, smooth, nice looking blending. Many times we cut the top of the head scissor over finger, coming in over the top like this, and we want to be able to cut the back and sides to taper scissor over comb. And if you'll remember from a previous demo, we had parted and segregated the top, and we held it up there with a clip, and we dealt with just the side of the head. But now what we want to address is continuing past the curve of the head and up into the top. And the reasons for that. We get layering that lays beautifully, that blends beautifully. It's a great classic technique we can use in many situations. Now, we've previously cut that top down to a decent and desirable length, albeit a little long for the look we're after. I want to make sure the hair is damp so that I get good tension distribution and control and even and consistent elasticity of the hair. That hydration helps, but also we put a little bit of product in the hair. Now there's a little bit of Clipper Guy wax in the hair already from the last time we did this. I'm just going to put a touch more in because I want to talk about why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because product in the hair helps maintain even and consistent hydration in the hair. It gives us nice clean partings and good distribution. It encourages the hair to just really cooperate well with us in a really good scissor cutting haircut. Now, we're going to go scissor over comb. So we're going to go to an over comb technique. Scissor over comb, where we're holding our comb with our thumb and forefinger to control. Scissor as we move up the head. But we're going to come up over the top of the head, and we're going to roll up into the top. Again, this is a long scissor technique. These are 6.5s, and I think they're perfect. They're an ideal length for this type of work. Some people will go to a 7 or a 7.5 based on their experience and their comfort. I've got the hair combed straight back, but what I want to do is I want to comb it against the way I'm going to cut it. So if I'm going to come up this side and across the top, I want to comb the hair towards me so that I'm working against it as I come up and away. And what I want you to think about here as you see me do this, and again, if you'll remember from finger cutting, scissor over finger, we held the hair, we cut to the second knuckle, then we stopped and we regripped and we cut again, and we stopped and we regripped and we cut again. We can only cut with about 2/3 of that portion of our fingers. Well, the same thing holds true with scissor cutting. When I comb this all over this way, I come up here and I work my way up a bit. Then I move over and I comb and I cut my way up a bit. Then I move over and I cut my way up a bit. Now what you'll notice is instead of holding hair in my fingers and cutting against my fingers, now my comb is my fingers. My comb will hold the hair up, and you see how we're lifting the hair away from the head, and then my scissor will cut. And what I'm doing is, and I'm going to turn sideways so you get a better look at this, I'm initially cutting even with the plane that is the side. I'm out here, I'm out here, I'm out here, I'm out here, I'm out here. And I'm working fairly straight up. But what you'll notice is as I wish to go into and layer the top, my comb will go from here to here to here to here to here. I'm moving up over the head. So it's as though I were holding the hair in my fingers and as though I were holding it here. And see the lines after I've cut. Let me just move into the back a little bit so you get a clearer look at this, and you'll be able to visually understand and see exactly what I'm suggesting that I am doing as I come up the head. So here we go. I'm here and here and here and here, and here, little by little, my comb has moved up the head. And every time it does that, you can see there's the line, there's the line, there's the line, there's the line. So it's as though I were holding with my fingers, but instead I'm holding with my comb. The wide teeth of the comb, I think, are very, very important. Normally, with scissor over comb through the sides, we get down into the bottom, into the tighter teeth for a little greater tension. But as we come up over the top like this, I'm inclined to encourage you to stay loose. Hang loose. Stay in the wider part of the teeth to the extent that you can to keep the distribution of the hair really soft. If you switch to really fine teeth, you're telling the hair that you want it to go where you want it to go. And for better layering, for smoother layering, for better blending, you don't want the hair where you want it to go. You want the hair where the hair wants the hair to go, if that makes sense. I hope so. I think it made sense to me anyways. So that is carrying scissor over comb up into the top of the head, continuing up the head. Now, I can be closer to the head if I want that hair shorter, but look what we've done now. We had top layered nice and square, and now I've got a beautiful blend, soft. It doesn't have the precision of scissor over finger, but I've got a beautiful soft blend from the shorter hair at the side up into that longer top. That's carrying scissor over comb up into the top of the head on men's haircut. A classic barber look. The entire haircut could be done scissor over comb like that. I know there were times when I did this in the shop, when I did a haircut in which I never, ever used my fingers to grasp hair. Literally, the entire haircut was cut in an overcomb style through the top, up the back and sides, and blended through, and the entire thing could be achieved without ever using these two fingers on that hand to hold hair. That's scissor over comb over the top of the head. There's a playlist on my YouTube where this video will appear. It's all a bunch of updated scissor cutting techniques because I've had a lot of call for that, and I look forward to helping you with more scissor cutting next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.